Con says the issue of high rentals grew over the years. The current booming economy has added pressure on demand as opposed to the availability of housing supply, forcing rentals to skyrocket. The Cairns Chamber of Commerce and other Australian businesses, for instance, are planning to establish Cairns as an operative base for multinational companies wanting to do business in Papua New Guinea, one way to release rental pressures off investors.
Many international companies require offices located in places like Australia, and we'd rather them based in Cairns rather than Brisbane or Sydney.
What we see is there's a role that we can provide a regional project office or a support office to do with some of those functions up there.
However, this issue is more effective on the upmarket housing for high-income earners and multinational companies. For the average income earner, Con is adamant that the government, through the National Housing Commission, must take heed of the issue.
I mean, I have staff who've had to leave reasonable housing and ended up in settlements because they can't afford it anymore. So government needs to address that.
But this means that the functions of NHC must be revamped. The head of the capital city's business community says NHC is a problem itself. The government entity had stock of the nation's housing, but over the last 20 years, a lot of these houses got sold off, many illegally.
Many examples of being sold off illegally and not correctly, with some fairly, I think, ill-conceived schemes, the Morgan housing scheme, for example.
And with the conventional call for a regulated real estate industry, Con believes this is next to impossible.
You know, when the government starts going to a private business and said, you will charge this, then we start to have problems.
Con says one feasible solution to the issue is to encourage competition in the market. But this has to be done in two separate ways. NHC taking responsibility to house the average income earner, and local corporations managing upmarket housing to build on supply. Festus Maiganap, National MTV News.